Alright, what's going on everyone? It's Picky Choco, and in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about some exciting new news. So new info on the possible reruns and the sequential orders that might give us an idea about which rerun character might pop in first. New BAIZHU and Yeyemiko info that might give us an idea about their possible release date and some skills, which is very interesting because ultimately there seems to be a big common link of all this with Chasm and Dendro. So before we get into all of that, if you're new to my channel, do subscribe as it helps me a lot, and also make sure that you won't miss on any latest news and stuff related to Genshin like this. Alright, enough talking. Let's get into the video right now. Boom! So firstly, let's try to talk about the rerun news, which might give us an idea about the sequential order or the character that might pop in first. Now the reason I keep a constant check on the rerun news is to keep y'all updated, and most specifically the F2Ps that might give them an idea and time to prepare for those characters and manage the resources accordingly, and ultimately help us build that connection between BAIZHU and Yamiko. And all of these are speculations and not any sort of leaks, so for some part of this video I won't pop off any screenshot, hoping that you're keeping those ninja ears and senses active. So according to the latest assumptions and speculations, it is pretty obvious that the future reruns might be conducted in a strategic and sequential manner, and the reason for that might be some previous reruns that might not have gone as planned, and secondly the excitement of player base for getting their hands on Dendro. So after studying the community opinion and MiHoYo's rerun strategies, I speculate the future reruns might be planned according to these two important factors, one of them being the past community confusion that resulted in less summoning for Ganyu, and secondly the Dendro reaction link with Cryo and Animo, which I'll explain further. Now if we proceed according to these factors, Ganyu seems to be coming around first, probably in 2.4, and then Zhao. Hold up, let me explain how. Now talking about the community confusion, unlike the Zhao hype and implementation, Ganyu in her initial phase was not properly presented to the players, that indeed led to a lot of confusion and misconceptions, which ultimately resulted in F2Ps missing the chance to summon for Ganyu. And secondly, if we assume Dendro arriving in 2.4, which will indeed mark an important shift and focus, ultimately making MiHoYo to keep a balance between the reruns and the Dendro characters, because currently on Dendro, most accurately the Dendro slimes do not seem to exhibit a reaction from Animo, but in case of Cryo there seems to be something happening. So there might be a chunk of players more interested in trying out these reactions with suitable rerun characters. So if we take above points in account, in terms of reruns, Ganyu might be released first and then Zhao. Now I know players are also excited for a ball rerun, but there has been no official hint from MiHoYo, making them considered as a wild card for now and might be placed at the right time with the filler updates kick in. Now moving on to BAIZHU, our lovely doctor has been hyped up since the release of the game, and in 2.4 is hopefully speculated to have his release. Now talking about his element, it's officially Dendro, but for his weapon types I'm having few interesting speculations. So if BAIZHU is a playable character, he might turn out to be a Dendro catalyst. Hold up, let me explain how. Firstly, BAIZHU's a pharmacist and he's more inclined and interested in gaining knowledge than the physical strength, and most importantly it's even mentioned in mangas and official game lines that he's suffering from some grave sickness that's ultimately killing him. So it would be weird for him to try weapons like polearm, sword, bow or claymore, as they require a lot of physical strength. So catalyst for him seems to be a good and suitable choice. Now if we account previous speculations of big reruns, BAIZHU might not be released in 2.4 as it might create a lot of confusion and a good chance of F2Ps missing out on him because of the reruns, ultimately making it not a good business strategy, ninja sense. So he might be released later, probably during the start of Sumeru, and I'll be excited for that. Now moving on to an assumption and speculation on Yeyemiko and her skills. Now players are very impressed with the accuracy that MiHoYo has shown for Inazuma and its characters revolving around the Japanese culture, and among that the most mysterious and interesting has been Yeyemiko. So after studying this Japanese culture, I've come up with an interesting speculations. So firstly, Yeyemiko has been described as a Kitsune, which in itself is very interesting and powerful, as Kitsunes are said to be ancient powerful foxes having a set of powers ranging from super intelligence intelligence, immortality, and a ghost fox form paired with powerful cloning abilities, which in itself is terrifically strong. So what if Yeyemiko pops out as an Electro Catalyst character having some cloning powers? I mean, I don't know, ninja sense, but according to her power levels and significance shown in the Japanese culture, for me, if Yeyemiko becomes playable, she'll indeed be the most powerful character that might break the chain of regular metas and add her to that list. And in addition to that, if Electro gets buffed up in further patches, ninja sense, the situation that we're presuming for 2.3 and Geo might happen for Electro by the release of Yamiko. I mean, I don't know, but I really hope you used your ninja sense. So that's basically it for today's video. Just thought I'll update y'all with some latest news and speculations, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. And if you're with me till the very end, please leave a like and consider subscribing if you haven't done yet, as I'll see you all in the next video with some interesting new news. Until then, stay safe and stay picky.